Have you ever thrown yourself into a new diet or exercise routine only to feel stuck and frustrated when the scale refuses to budge? Maybe you've put in hours at the gym, sacrificed your favorite foods, and counted down the painstaking days with little to show for it. The world is full of advice on fat loss, but for so many people, the traditional methods just don't seem to work. That endless cycle of trying and feeling like you're failing can be deeply discouraging, but you are far from alone in your struggle. Most of us have been there, searching for a better way. Something that actually fits into real life, something that leads to lasting results. Let's cut through the noise and focus on a streamlined approach. A handful of proven, research-backed steps that actually work. Step 1, which underpins all progress in fat loss, is tracking. We've all heard the advice before. Track your food, monitor your calories, keep a food diary. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be a painstaking process dominated by apps, measuring spoons, or weighing every bite. The misconception that tracking is time-consuming and only for the obsessed is holding people back from the true benefits. The power lies in creating awareness, not perfection. Start small. Write down what you eat, even if just in a simple notepad app or on paper. The simple act of noting your meals shines a light on hidden patterns. Snacks grabbed on the go, mindless nibbles after a long day, or that extra spoonful at dinner. Paired with this, tracking your daily steps can also revolutionize your routine. You don't need an expensive fitness tracker. Most smartphones today nudge you toward greater activity, and even counting steps in your head as you climb stairs or walk the dog builds new awareness. As for eating windows, designate broad periods when you'll eat most of your meals. This could mean adopting a consistent breakfast and dinner time, or simply aiming to avoid unnecessary late-night snacking. These 3 simple tracking habits, writing down what you eat, being mindful of your steps, and setting practical eating windows, lay a foundation. They are small but powerful changes, significantly increasing your chances of fat loss without upending your life. And remember, they're designed to work with you, not against you. Moving on to the next crucial principle, building muscle. If you believe that endless cardio sessions are required for fat loss, you're not alone. This is one of the most pervasive myths in fitness. Yes, cardio burns calories, but muscle changes the game entirely. Muscle is metabolically active tissue, which means it burns more calories at rest. The more muscle you have, the more energy your body expends, even when you're doing nothing at all. This is why building muscle should be an integral part of your fat loss journey. The good news is, you don't need a fancy gym membership or cumbersome equipment to start building muscle. Body weight exercises, push-ups, squats, lunges, planks are efficient, adaptable, and effective. They engage multiple muscle groups at once, stimulate metabolism, and can be performed anywhere, anytime. Challenge yourself, but keep things manageable. Aim for consistency over intensity. 2 to 3 full-body sessions a week can spark the changes you're seeking. When you include muscle building alongside your tracking habits, you maximize your ability to lose fat, preserve lean tissue, and transform your body, all while sidestepping the monotony and plateaus that come with cardio-only routines. And while we're talking about building a strong body, it's essential to pay close attention to a critical but often ignored component, your core. When people think of the core, abs and crunches might come to mind, but your core is so much more than that. It's the entire group of muscles that encircle your midsection, including your obliques, lower back, and pelvis. A strong core is crucial for stability, balance, and nearly every movement you perform, whether in the gym or in daily life. But how does your core relate to fat loss? For one, an engaged core allows you to perform exercises more efficiently, reducing the risk of injury and allowing you to train longer and harder. Engaging your core also helps you connect more deeply with your body, promoting better posture and movement patterns, which leads to greater calorie burn and better results. To engage your core properly, start by standing tall. Draw your navel in gently toward your spine, activate your glutes, and keep your shoulders relaxed. Practice this during every movement, whether you're walking, lifting, or simply sitting at your desk. Through regular core engagement and specific exercises like planks or dead bugs, you build the strength foundational to progress, not just a flatter stomach, but a healthier, more capable body overall. Of course, all of this effort can be completely undermined if you skip out on one seemingly simple but absolutely critical factor: sleep. While it might not be as flashy as new workouts or as trendy as the latest diet, sleep is arguably the most overlooked weapon in your fat loss arsenal. Your body's hormones, particularly those that regulate hunger and fullness, are hugely influenced by how well you sleep. When you don't get enough sleep, levels of the hunger hormone ghrelin rise, while the fullness hormone leptin drops. The result? You feel hungrier and less satisfied, making cravings almost impossible to ignore. Sleep deprivation doesn't just influence hunger, it also increases the body's tendency to hold on to fat. Research shows that chronic lack of sleep disrupts the hormones that manage how your body stores and burns fat, setting you up for setbacks despite your best efforts. So one of the most powerful things you can do for fat loss is commit to a consistent sleep routine. Prioritize 7 to 8 hours every night, create a restful environment, and remember, a well-rested body is a fat-burning body. Now, let's address one of the most stubborn myths in the world of fat loss: spot reduction. Countless products promise to help you shed fat from your belly, thighs, or arms, as if you can instruct your body exactly where to let go of fat first. But science tells a different story. Fat loss doesn't work like a laser. It's a systemic process, meaning your body draws on fat stores from throughout the body, according to its own programmed pattern. No matter how many crunches you do, or how many creams you slather on, you cannot pick and choose the spots you'll shrink first. This might sound discouraging at first, but it's actually empowering. Diverse scientific studies, including those published in journals like the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research, confirm that targeted exercises only strengthen the muscles underneath the fat. They don't selectively burn fat in that area. For example, a study had participants train one arm for several weeks. While the muscles became stronger, fat loss was similar across both trained and untrained arms. The lesson? Stay consistent with your routines. Focus on overall fat loss through tracking, muscle building, and sleep. And eventually even stubborn areas will respond. Remember, everyone's body sheds fat in its own order. The results may not show where you want them first, but persistence pays off. As we continue our journey through the principles of successful fat loss, another critical balancing act arises: eating enough. Most people embarking on fat loss assume they must eat as little as possible. It's understandable. The logic seems simple. If eating less is good, eating almost nothing must be even better. But in reality, this tactic sabotages progress and puts your health at risk. When you cut calories too aggressively, your body kicks into survival mode, slowing down your metabolism and clinging to fat stores for protection. Hormones become unbalanced, energy plummets, and cravings become overwhelming. All reactions designed to get you back to safety. Instead, strive for balance. Yes, you need a calorie deficit for fat loss, but you also need adequate fuel for your body and mind to function optimally. Focus on nutrient-dense foods, lean proteins, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats. Include occasional treats in moderation. Pay attention to how you feel, both physically and emotionally. Eating enough is not only sustainable, but it also makes the journey far more enjoyable, reducing the risk of rebound weight gain and burnout. Let's take a step back and recap the steps that truly deliver results. First, empower yourself with awareness by simply tracking what you eat, moving each day, and setting practical eating windows. Second, focus on building muscle, embracing the truth that a stronger body is a more efficient fat burner. Body weight exercises are your friend, no matter your starting point. Third, prioritize core engagement for stability, injury prevention, and better efficiency in every workout and every daily activity. Fourth, never overlook the tremendous impact of sleep. Good rest fine-tunes the hormones that drive your hunger, cravings, and even your ability to lose fat. Next, free yourself from the false promise of spot reduction and instead trust the process. Fat loss is systemic. Results will come with patience and consistent effort. And finally, nourish your body. Avoid the trap of extreme restriction. Eat enough to fuel your workouts, recover well, and stay healthy. Fat loss does not need to feel like an uphill battle waged in the dark. With these steps, you can take control, cut through the confusion, and make progress that lasts. The most important thing to remember is that change is a journey. One that happens not overnight, but with steady steps, each one building on the last. So wherever you are on your journey, just starting, struggling, or seeking that final push, know that you have the tools and knowledge to make it work for you. What is the one step you're committing to today? Share your biggest win, your toughest challenge, or your best tip in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to keep going. Stay consistent, Stay compassionate with yourself and celebrate every milestone. You've got this.